Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl, Megan Savage, and today class is in session. Welcome to Trading 101, and do not worry, there's gonna be no pop quizzes or boring lectures here. August is almost over, and I know September always feels like a fresh start. So if you've been thinking about getting into trading, this is your official Back to Trader School starter pack. Whether you're just been curious about getting into it or just feeling super overwhelmed every time you try, I'm going to set you up with all the basic knowledge, honest truths, and basic languages that you will need to understand getting into the space. And trust me, I wish I had all of this when I first started. So first, let's start with something simple. What actually is trading? Trading means buying and selling things like currencies, different type of stocks, crypto, hoping obviously that you can buy low and sell high. Before we get into that, I want to clear something up that's extremely important and something that I was really confused on in the beginning. There are actually two main ways people make money in the market. Number one is investing. This is when you buy and you hold. This is what most people think when they think about stocks. You buy a company's stock or crypto at a good price and then you just hold it. This could be for weeks, this could be for months, this could be sometimes years. And you're waiting for the price to go up so then you can obviously sell it high. This is kind of like planting a tree and waiting for it to grow. The second one is trading. Now, this is very hands-on, very active, and this is what actually has given me the lifestyle that I've always wanted. Instead of holding on for years, traders buy and they sell for short-term moves. This means getting in and out of trades in minutes, hours, and some days, not months and for years. You can trade Forex, which is different type of currencies, like USD, Canadian dollar, the euro. So you can trade those stocks on the foreign exchange market as well as gold. To be real with you, you can even trade oil and coffee beans. So here, you're making money on price movements, not just holding and hoping. Now, I do want to let you know, I do have some investments that I just set and I forget. I believe to have a strong portfolio, and depending on your lifestyle, you should be doing both. But if you've ever heard somebody say, set it and forget it, buy and hold, they are talking about investing. If you want to learn how to profit from the ups and the downs of the market every week, and sometimes even every day, that's trading. So I'm going to be giving you all the basic breakdowns in this video, but let's have some real talk. Trading is a skill set. It's not a lottery ticket. It's about learning a system, just like how you go to school and you learn languages and you learn math. Anyone can memorize vocabulary, but real traders show up and they do their homework. This allows them to learn from their mistakes. Please stop expecting to get rich overnight. Usually those are the people that lose the most money. Expect to build a skill set that will pay you for life if you stick with it. So here's the vocabulary list that you will need to know starting your trading journey. The market. This is the place where all the trading happens, all the buying and selling. This could be Forex, crypto, or stocks. A broker. This is the app or website that you use to access the markets. Think of it like your school locker. This holds your money. Spread. The tiny difference between the price you buy at and the price you can sell at. This is how the brokers make money. For a quick example, if you ever place a trade and you notice it immediately goes into negative, whether it's a couple cents or a couple dollars, that is because of the spread. A pip. Points in percentage, or a percentage in points. It's a point of price movement. In Forex, it's like a penny to a dollar. I have a whole mini series on my YouTube actually going over how to calculate your pips correctly, because I'm telling you, that was the hardest part for me when I first got started. But once you learn how to do this, the math of actually trading and calculating your trades, it becomes a lot easier. And coming from somebody who hated math class, I'm telling you, once you learn it, it's fine. Leverage. When your broker lets you control bigger trades with less of your own capital. It looks cool, but it's super risky for beginners. So start small. I have had people ask me before, what's the point of leverage? If me and you were to take this same trade and you were trading with $10,000 and I was trading with $1,000, you're obviously going to make more money than me. The common thing that I get met with, especially on social media when people ask me for help, is they say, Megan, I'm new to trading and I just bought a funded account. If you don't know what a funded account is, you can buy these accounts from what's called a prop firm. Super quickly, I'll go over it, but how it works is, like I said, you can buy these accounts. Let's say you wanted to buy a $10,000 account for $100. What happens is you can buy this account and you will have this money to trade with. Obviously, you can't pull it out, but it's there for leverage. You will be put through a test. Sometimes there's 2 tests, sometimes there's 3. But if you pass the test, then they'll let you keep that $10,000 in leverage to trade with. Usually, prop firms come with not only the test, but a lot of rules. And if you break these rules, you will just lose that money. Now, it's not like you're going to owe them $10,000, but you will lose that account, meaning that if you want to do it again, you're going to have to start all over again. The percentage of people that actually pass these funded accounts is very small, but the percentage of people that actually make money, which is called a payout, from these funded accounts is even smaller. And the reason being is I've seen people that are not very good at trading pass a funded account strictly based on luck or gambling, but none of them are able to actually consistently get a payout month after month. And I'm going to be real, the rules actually sometimes I don't agree with. Because at the end of the day, the broker, the prop firm, they lose money giving you money. So they've definitely set it up to be in their favor. This is why I actually get my students to use a 10x account. The reason being is whatever capital you put in, they will 10x it. Again, this is for leverage. So for example, let's say you put in $50, which I suggest using a smaller amount if you're a beginner. They will turn that $50 into a $500 account. There is no rules and no tests. So you could literally make a trade, make $200 that day, and pull out that profit. Also, with the funded account, they usually have profit split. So what that means is, for example, you'll keep 80% of your profit while the prop firm will keep 20. There's nothing with that with a 10x account. You keep 100% of your profit. What I do with my students is make a system for them to be able to learn how to trade correctly, learn the strategy that I use and I've taught other people to use to pass funded accounts on their 10x account. They make tons of profit and then they use that profit in their live account because a live account will always be more powerful in the sense that it's safer, there's not many rules, and you can just trade how you want to with that money. I'll attach a link below so you guys can get your 10x account when you're ready to start trading. And for being a part of my community, I'll also extend the exact same bonus that I give to my students when they start their accounts. Just message me the word 10x bonus on my personal Telegram, and then I can send it to you that way. Next one is stop loss. You don't want this to be hit. This is an automatic order that closes your trades automatically for you. It's like a seatbelt for making money. This is used so you don't blow your entire account. It's a key tool that you will need when dealing with risk management, which is something you should know. Being a trader, your job is to not make a lot of money. Your job is to manage your risk. But I have tons of videos on that in the past. I'm sure I'm going to mention a lot in the future about how to manage your risk correctly. If you're going to go take a look at my mini series that I mentioned earlier, I do have a full video on how to manage your risk correctly. And the last one, which is the opposite, this is take profit. This closes your trades automatically for you when you're in profit, when you're winning. These are not only great tools for managing your risk, but these are great tools that if you're living a busy life, so you don't always have to be on screen looking at your phone. Serious moment. You will lose money. There's no getting around it. There's no such thing as a trader that hasn't lost any money in the markets. It's the tuition that you will need to pay doing your trading university. Most people will lose before they win. It's actually even worse when you win before you lose, because then you start to think you're doing something right, and good results reinforce bad behavior. And I'm telling you, I've heard horror stories of people winning thousands of dollars just to lose it all the next day. You need to have a system. You need to have a strategy. Do not fall for quick cash promises. Trading can change your life, but not in the first month. It's a craft. Think of your first year as being a rookie, and that's also totally fine. One of my biggest tips, honestly, is finding a friend, finding a community that can go along this journey with you. Trading is such a self-development journey. You will be going through a lot. But just because it's a solo journey, it doesn't mean you have to be lonely. Find a place you can ask your questions and get answers to them. Share ideas. And be really honest with each other when it gets tough. A little group chat can go a long way. You wouldn't go through school alone, right? Now, here's how to set yourself up as an A+ student in your trading class. 1, trade on a demo account first. These are accounts that act the exact same way as a live account would, except it's called paper trading. It's not real money. This allows you to get a feel on how the markets will actually be. Keep a trading journal. The whole point of having a strategy and a system is being able to analyze the data. Write down every trade, your plan, your reason for taking the trade, and what happened. Trust me, that is the number one thing I see unprofitable traders do, is not keep a journal. You will spot patterns you would have never seen without this data. And this data will literally be what makes you profitable. Stick with one strategy. There are so many different ways to trade, and I'm not going to say one is better than the other, even though obviously I'm very biased. Any real trader can make any strategy work, because at the end of the day, 90% of it is your risk management and psychology. So stop bouncing from strategy to strategy because you saw one flashy YouTube say one thing and another YouTube say another. You need to focus on one. Manage your energy, your mental capital. Do not stare at charts all day. You need to protect your peace. Doing all-nighters all the time is not going to give you the energy you need to be able to make decisions on the charts. This is a longevity game. This is a consistency game, not an intensity game. But let me set you free real quick. You do not need 7 monitors or expensive software in order to trade. You do not need thousands of dollars to begin trading. Start with what you can afford to lose, even if it's small. I started with $67. You don't need to chase every hot trend or tip. Focus on learning, not flexing. Focus on improving, not proving. So here's your trading back to school checklist. 1, learn the basic language. 2, pick a market, and only one market for now. 3, get comfortable on a demo account. 4, join a community, even if it's just a friend. 5, get in the habit of learning and reflecting, not just looking for wins. If you treat trading like school and show up ready to learn, not just win, you'll get better every single month. Don't worry about being perfect, because perfect doesn't exist. Keep in mind, for my newbies in here, the top trader that I know of to this date that did like $1.2 million in payouts in a month, has a 53% win rate. He's barely winning over half. Great traders are students always. There's always something new to learn. Drop your biggest question in the comments and what's stressing you out to get started, and I'll help you in a future video. If this video helped you out at all, do not forget to like and subscribe. And if you need help looking for your free trading community, I will attach mine below. Love to get to know you in the chats and be able to answer your questions on a daily. Without further ado, guys, remember, you're savage, not average, and I'll see you next time.